I'm Adam Booth and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Right, article in the description box as always, but of course before you go over there and give it a read and come to your own thoughts, make sure you are subscribed to this channel so you can come back and put those thoughts in the comment section below. Now, in this article, Daniel Dubois has said that he would love to face either Joe Joyce or Nathan Gorman next, which is great news. This is exactly what I want to hear from Daniel Dubois, and it makes very, very interesting viewership. It really does. For me, all three of those fights are 50-50. Well, I say three of them. Two of those fights, Daniel Dubois against Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois against Nathan Gorman, or even Joe Joyce versus Nathan Gorman. In my opinion, they're all 50-50 fights. So I would love that, and hopefully Frank Warren allows it. Now, as we know, Joe Joyce, he's going to be fighting Alexander Ustinov on May the 18th at Stevenage Football Ground on the undercard of Billy Joe Saunders versus Shafat Isufi. Okay, so Joe Joyce against Alexander Ustinov, not exactly a great fight in my opinion. Alexander Ustinov, 42 years old, and he's lost his last two fights, Manuel Charr and Michael Hunter. Well, Michael Hunter knocked him out, and Manuel Charr, he got the WBA regular title after beating Alexander Ustinov, but to be honest with you, he even dropped Ustinov, so that should pretty much tell you that story in itself, that Joe Joyce is going to turn on the juggernaut and steam him. But either way, for me, I think that Daniel Dubois against Joe Joyce or Nathan Gorman would be absolutely fantastic. Now, Daniel Dubois did say, given the choice of the two, he would prefer to fight Nathan Gorman. That's who we'd like to fight next. Obviously, these guys have a bit of rivalry. They've been on the same platform for quite some time. Nathan Gorman has been very vocal about Daniel Dubois, and Frank Warren hasn't been too forthcoming in it. He believes that him versus Daniel Dubois is a stadium fight, which for me it's not. Not because of their ability or anything, but because Daniel Dubois isn't a seller in the sense of he's not very good at promotion, as in he doesn't open his mouth enough to speak to get a little bit of hype, get a little bit of interest. So a press conference between him and Nathan Gorman, it's going to be Nathan Gorman that's going to have to sell it. Nathan Gorman can be quite outgoing when he has to be. A press conference between Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce, I think that would be a cure for insomnia. It really will. But anyway, I think that great, absolutely fantastic, and hopefully that fight happens. As we know, the British Boxing Board of Control have ordered Joe Joyce versus Daniel Dubois, and Frank Warren saying, yeah, we're interested. Then Joe Joyce signs to Frank Warren, and suddenly Frank Warren isn't saying, yeah, it's definitely next, we're going to get it on. He seems to be almost backtracking. For me, I think that he's not too confident in Daniel Dubois right now. And I don't blame him, to be fair, because Daniel Dubois, he's only 21 years old and doesn't have that many fights. So I wouldn't blame him for avoiding Joe Joyce. I just don't like the whole, yeah, we'll get it done, and then it don't happen. But either way, Daniel Dubois against Joe Joyce or Nathan Gorman, I am perfectly cool with. But if it's not going to be Joe Joyce next, Frank Warren needs to do the right thing and inform the British Boxing Board of Control that it will not be next as soon as possible, so they can release that title for Dave Allen versus David Price. That's my honest assessment, but will Frank Warren do that? Of course not. Of course not. He don't want Dave Allen and David Price fighting for that title because it's not on his show. So anyway, so excellent news from Daniel Dubois, and he would love to fight Nathan Gorman next, given the choice. As we know, Joe Joyce, he's been calling out Ajit Kabiel, who is the European champion. Joe Joyce, of course, is number one with the European, and of course he's the number one in the WBA as well, as he has got the WBA gold title, a newly made title just for Joe Joyce. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.